talk about some new makeup releases, and I think you are going to like these. So first up, Fenty now has powdered blush. Yes, she does. I am wearing shade 12 or Drama Class in the powdered blush that she has released. She calls them Fenty Cheek Suede Powder Blush. Again, I picked up Drama Class as well as Water Brat. Now, interestingly enough, Water Brat in this particular one for the powder blush has more of a purplish kind of iridescent undertone, if you will. I will insert some swatches as well, and at the end I will do some live swatches for you because they definitely come up a little different on the skin. For reference, I am wearing Drama Class in this video here for you, and I think they're quite cool. This is what Drama Class looks like here, and of course the original Drama Class and her original blush lineup was in the creams. So this one here is number 7 in the creams for Drama Class as well, which was also a purple. What I will tell you more or less is, you'll see this is the cream Drama Class, this is the powder. As a beauty advisor, a lot of clients don't really rock with the cream. I think when it first came out, it was a hit and it worked really, really well. But afterwards, I do see it fizzle off. It's one of those, like, if you're into cream blush or cream bronzer, cream contour, you know, products, and you're able to get it to work and you're able to do it on a routine basis to where it's quick, it works out well for those clients. But for everybody else, it's just kind of not that it factor. I think the powder is ultimately the way to go. It's simpler, it's easier to apply, it's easier to build up on the cheeks. You know, if you want a little bit, you can get a little bit, and you don't really have to worry about it kind of messing up the rest of the foundation or the base, if you will. So I think these are a winner. Again, I will do swatches of all 3 of these at the end, and I'm also going to do an insert here as well for you for some of the other shades. I did find that there are a few that are going to be an online only or online exclusive. So if that is something that you're interested in, make sure you jump online or head over to your nearest retailer to pick those up. That is that piece. I did also do the Gloss Bomb Sticks with some lip liners. Those were in 10 shades each. I did do a review for these beauties here. I will link that complete review at the end for you, as well with 2 different liners just to give you some options. For reference, my favorite shade is Hibiscus. She's absolutely gorgeous and looks phenomenal on the lip. MVP is nice, but MVP is, of course, a very, very vibrant red. So if you're not into red, or if you don't feel that it needs to be a, you know, extra, extra pop of color, don't know how you will feel about it, but also very, very nice colors as well. Along, LaNisha has the limited edition Watermelon Pop. This is absolutely gorgeous, and because it's limited edition, you know your girl had to get her backup. But this particular one, it smells heavenly like all the other masks. They do come with, for the lip mask, they come with the cute little, like, you get your product in there, and then it comes with this cute little, like, lip wand, if you will. So that is that for that piece. But it smells heavenly. This is definitely one of those that I would recommend. And it is quite, it's not overpowering in the scent, but it's nice. But it is limited, it is said to be limited edition. So if that's something you're interested in, I would move to grab that. LaNisha for the Watermelon Pop and just the LaNisha Lip Mask. Right now they have 5 shades or flavors in rotation. So if you did not want to pick up the watermelon or you wanted to go with something different, they do have those as well. While we're on the topic for LaNisha, they also have for their lip balm, they have a couple new flavors, but the most popular one being blueberry. Blueberry is actually very nice. So if you're looking for something new, we're transitioning here, moving into the fall, I think blueberry would be the way to go. We're talking about some skincare. I am going to throw in, of course, the Inkey List. The Inkey List did come out with pimple patches. Now, if you're familiar, probably the most common brand for pimple patches that I find that clients gravitate towards is the Peace Out collection. So the Peace Out collection has a variety of, you know, options or needs for pimple patches, and, you know, to be able to cover a variety of areas. With that being said, there are some clients that gravitate towards the Peace Out collection and love it and continue to repurchase, but there are others that say, hey, you know, I kind of want to move in a different direction and do something different at a friendlier price point, and that is what this is. So here it comes here. This is the sheet. Let's see, what we can see on here because of the light. But you'll see the patches on here, they are actually clear, they're transparent. So that is that piece if it's not coming across all that evenly because it's blown up because it's a white on a white screen. But they do have a variety of sizes, and this is one of those. They do advertise it, of course, that you can place it, you know, on the skin and then put makeup on over it as well. That is not one of those things that I find is my preference, but I have seen it done, and it is something that for the price point could be your vibe. Rare Beauty, the True to Myself Tinted Fresh Finishing Powder, comes in about 14 shades, and she released separately with the launch a powder puff. Now, I think the cute puff is actually very cute. It's in a almost diamond type shape, and it is relatively small. I guess the situation of it that kind of makes the whole ordeal quirky is the puff does not fit into the compact. So I've seen that, again, as a beauty advisor. It's one of those things you kind of, you know, play around and see what, you know, what works well and what doesn't. And I don't know how that will work. The puff does come in like a silicone-y kind of cover. So that is something that, you know, you can keep it in the cover. But in my opinion, it just seems to be that it would be a lot to carry the compact, and then to have to carry the puff separately, then to have to either have like a little makeup bag or something else to, you know, somewhere else to put it, because if you don't want to put it, you know, loose in your bag because it could come out, then the powder's all over in your bag. I don't know how that I don't know how that really was supposed to work. It's a little disjointed for me, but again, it comes in about 14 different shades. The powder is very, very smooth. It's very fine. So if you were looking for a finishing powder that gives you a touch bit, you know, a very, very light coverage, or if you're really into or love her tinted moisturizer, I think the powder will be a good fit for you. Summer Fridays with the Butter Lip Balm here. This particular one is my favorite shade in Cherry, followed by Pink Sugar. That's my second favorite. But they have a new flavor, Iced Coffee. Now, if you remember back in the fall of 2023, they did release some kits. With the kits, they did have a few, or a couple at least, that had iced coffee in there as a scent, and it seems to be that the community has spoken, and the brand has released now a full size for the half-ounce for iced coffee. So if you like that, you picked it up in a previous set, or if you got it as like a giveaway for a gift, they now have the full size. Go over and get yours. Hey, I'm LaNisha Kier. You're watching Kier's Luxe Life, where I bring you all things fun, beauty, luxury, lifestyle, and travel over on Travel Tips by Kier. If that's something you're into, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I have a future upload. Now we're going to tap into two skin tints. So first skin tint I'm going to give you is by Charlotte Tilbury. Here they call it the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint, which is a hydrating stick. Now, this particular stick comes in about 20 shades. I think this is a cool product, especially if you have dry skin. Again, it is also my understanding that this is supposed to be a time-limited product. So if you're looking for something to transition into the fall with, this could be that it product. I think the only thing or drawback that kind of a lot of clients have mentioned, and I understand the concern, is the coverage. It is very, very light coverage for the price point. Currently, at the time of filming, it's around $46. And just, you know, for most people spending that, you know, $46 with tax, $50-esque, you know, price mark, most people want to be able to buy the product, apply the product, and see that the product is actually there and doing something. And many clients, you know, you have either returned the product or exchanged it, or have gone in the route of, you know, getting something with more, you know, medium coverage, light to medium coverage, if you will, if that was their real, you know, like true intention to be able to, you know, feel satisfied with ultimately what they were looking for. So if you're looking for super, super light or sheer coverage, I think it can work. But if you're looking for something more of that medium type coverage, I would definitely go in a different direction for this product. Last one is going to be the Sephora collection, Reveal the Real Skin Tint. Now, this is supposed to be a 12-hour skin tint, also comes in 20 shades, is of course at the friendly price point, but in and around for the 20 shade situation, I do find that there are a lot of gaps, so to speak. So anytime we're talking about a skin tint, keep in mind one skin tint shade is supposed to be an indicative or representative of what would be 2 to 3 foundation shades. So that is how it's supposed to work. Some brands do it better than others, and I think they maybe have dropped the ball on this one. So for reference, I am between shade 260Y and 270P. The problem is there's no shade between there. It's 260Y, 270p. So I tried one, I tried the other. I also tried mixing the two, and it wasn't right. It wasn't right. So if I myself couldn't find a shade, I'm thinking how many other people couldn't quite find a shade that they feel would work for them. Yeah, there's that piece. And the other part to it is it's very serumy. Of course, it's a skin tint, but I did find there's a lot of shaking involved to kind of, get it to mix quite right. Almost like the Ilia skin tint. If you're into the Ilia skin tint, which is also serumy, or even like the Say. The Say has a serumy type foundation base, if you will. So if you like those products, then you may like the Sephora Collection skin tint. But if not, if for whatever reason those other two, I would say probably the most comparable, did not work out for you, I would definitely say you need to skip this one. So back to Fenty, we are going to do some swatches. I am going to start off with, actually I will start off with the, again, Suede Powder Blush in Water Brat. Again, I picked up Water Brat. This is number 8. I'm going to swatch it in here for you. Now, keep in mind, the Water Brat and the original highlighting, situation, highlighter, was very, very pink, sheer. Very, very pink, sheer kind of situation. I definitely see the pink here, but as I kind of blend it out, you definitely see the purple flecks in there. So yes, it has some pink in there, but in my opinion, it seems to be that the undertone is more purpley than pink. I think this particular color would be a phenomenal blush topper for whatever color you decide to use. A brown bow highlight and of course an inner corner highlight. I think Water Brat, this is number 8, will be that it factor for you. Let me know what you think about Water Brat, and if you have decided to pick up these guys and what colors are you interested in. So the next one, again, Drama Class. This is the powder here, and I will do the cream next, just to give you guys an idea of what this looks like. I did see the Summertime Wine, I believe it's called, and it is very, very deep. So I just decided that it was just a little too deep for my complexion. This one here right next to it is Drama Class. Now, I did find when I initially applied it, I was going to be concerned that it may be a little too ashy for my complexion. What I can say is as I wore it throughout the day, I seem to like it a lot more, look just more skin-like. So I think definitely, of course, making sure you go in with a hydrating setting spray or just a setting spray in general over it, and then damp beauty blender, like the butt of a damp beauty blender, to just kind of give it more of that lifelike, skin-like kind of look, and it worked out so much better. So that was that piece. And the last one here was the original for the cream blush, but also in Drama Class. So I'm going to put that here. Let's go in here. Now, of course, with the cream, I don't seem to see or feel that there was as much shimmer. I think just with the powder, it just transcends so much better. That's the cream there. And then also with the cream, I find it's a lot sheer. So that is the cream. I think when looking at it, I don't feel that it's a comparable bit, but I would definitely say the colors are similar for the Drama Class ordeal. Let me see if I can turn down the resolution a touch. And see if you see the colors a bit differently there. Let me know what you think about the new blushes here in the powder form. Do you think she should have just stuck and kept with the cream just because that was her like MO since day one? Do you think she should have, moved in a different direction? Or you think it's about time? Kind of like the lip liners, it's about time, girl. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. What's in the new makeup world that you're picking up? Any of the products I mentioned, anything I didn't mention that you feel I should have, leave the deets down below, and I'll see you folks on the next one. Bye.